the Blood Moon Treaty. In the year 3129, humanity had spread across dozens of star systems, forming fragile alliances with alien races. Among these alliances was one of mystery and fear, the Dravari Empire, a race of vampiric beings who thrived on energy, not blood, but whose reputation was as chilling as the void itself. The Dravari ruled from their crimson world, Varenthis, under the light of twin dying suns. Their people were elegant, pale, and powerful, drawing sustenance from the life energy, or essentia, of living things. Humans called them vampires, though their methods were more refined. They drank energy, not blood, and only with consent most of the time. To secure peace after centuries of war, a marriage treaty was proposed. But no human dared to step forward as the chosen consort to Dravari Princess Seraphine Vailora, rumored to be beautiful beyond comprehension, yet cold as the void itself, until Commander Elias Ward volunteered. A soldier, hero of the Orion conflicts, and orphan of the first Dravari invasion, Elias had reasons of his own. He wanted peace, but he also wanted answers why the Dravari had attacked Earth and what they truly desired from humankind. When the treaty was signed, and he was sent aboard the Crimson Spire, flagship of the Dravari fleet, Elias could feel every gaze of both species burning into him. A human marrying a vampire princess. Middle, the Crimson Bride. Princess Seraphine was nothing like Elias expected. When she appeared before him in the throne chamber, her presence silenced the room. Her hair shimmered like spun silver. Her skin glowed faintly with luminescent veins, and her eyes, deep crimson pools, held galaxies of sorrow and strength. "Commander Ward," she said, her voice melodic yet edged with power, "you offer yourself to my house for the sake of your people. Do you do so willingly?" Elias stood tall. "Yes, your highness, for peace and for truth." A faint smile touched her lips. "Then you are either brave or foolish." The ceremony was ancient, a ritual of binding energies. As Seraphine pressed her hand to his chest, Elias felt her essence flow into him like liquid fire. His heart pounded, his vision blurred, and for a moment he saw her memories, battles and burning skies, endless hunger and loneliness stretching across centuries. When it ended, a crimson mark shaped like a sunburst glowed faintly on his neck. The bond was sealed. They were husband and wife. At first, their relationship was formal, even tense. Seraphine treated him with respect, but distance. She spent her nights studying cosmic records, and Elias explored the ship, learning about Dravari culture. He discovered that despite their predatory nature, they were a deeply spiritual people, guided by balance, to take life energy only when necessary, and to give protection in return. But not all Dravari approved of this marriage. Whispers filled the palace halls that a human could never satisfy the princess's needs, that their union was an insult to their noble bloodline. The Crimson Council, led by the ruthless Lord Kareth, plotted to end the treaty and restore purity to their empire. One night, Elias found Seraphine standing on a balcony overlooking the dying suns. Her aura shimmered like starlight. "Do you regret it?" he asked softly. She didn't look at him. "Regret binds the immortal. I learned long ago that love and loss are the same flame, burning from opposite ends." He stepped closer. "You sound like someone who's been alone too long." Her crimson eyes met his. "Would you share eternity with a creature who must take from you to survive?" Elias held her gaze. "Maybe if that creature had already given me a reason to live." That night marked the first time she smiled genuinely. Middle, Part 2, The Awakening. Weeks turned into months. Elias began to change. The bond between them grew stronger, and so did its effects. He could sense her emotions, sorrow, hunger, even fleeting joy. His physical strength increased, his reflexes sharpened, and his dreams filled with visions of Varenthis' ancient past. But the energy bond was unstable. His human physiology wasn't meant to channel Essentia, and it began to overload his body. Seraphine tried to sever the link, but it was too late. Their souls had intertwined beyond reversal. Then came Lord Caratha's betrayal. During a diplomatic summit between humans and Dravari, Caratha's fleet ambushed the human envoys, framing Seraphine for treason. The Crimson Council declared her a traitor, accusing her of feeding on humans in secret. Elias refused to believe it. "She saved me," he shouted before the council. "She's trying to save us all." But his words were drowned out by war drums. Seraphine fled with Elias aboard a stolen ship, the Vigilant Star, heading toward the forbidden nebula of Nerathis Veil, where ancient Dravari legend spoke of a celestial artifact. The Heart of Suns, said to purify corrupted essentia and restore balance between mortal and immortal life. If they could find it, it could stabilize their bond, and perhaps end the hunger of her people forever. Climax, the Heart of Suns. Inside the nebula, storms of plasma and ghost light surrounded them. Seraphine's strength waned as the energy storms drained her. "Elias," she whispered, "you must let me feed or I'll fade." He took her hand. "Then take it. Take what you need." Her lips brushed his neck, and warmth spread through him. Not pain, but a fusion of life and light. His vision exploded into stars. He saw her memories again. Centuries of darkness, the destruction of worlds, and a single wish he had whispered to the void, to feel human love just once before the end of time. They reached the Heart of Suns, a colossal crystal pulsing with blinding energy. As they touched it together, their bond flared into a cosmic symphony. Seraphine screamed as her body dissolved into light, merging with Elias. The heart responded, releasing a wave of radiant energy across the galaxy. Every Dravari felt it, a rush of balance and clarity. The hunger ceased. The curse of endless thirst was gone, but Elias collapsed. His human body couldn't withstand the transformation. Seraphine's voice echoed within him, trembling and soft. "You gave me what no immortal could, choice." He smiled weakly. "Then choose to live." Ending the new dawn. Months later, the Dravari Empire and the Human Federation stood united under a new banner, the Covenant of Suns. Peace returned to the galaxy, and the energy wars ended. Legend spread of the human consort and the Vampire Princess who ended centuries of darkness. On Varenthis, the crimson skies began to lighten for the first time in millennia. But Seraphine was gone, or so they thought. Elias awoke one morning on the surface of a terraformed moon, feeling the faint hum of Essentia within him. A voice whispered through his mind, familiar, eternal. "I am still here, my love. We are one now, human and Dravari, bound by light." He looked toward the stars, where twin suns rose together for the first time, their light golden instead of crimson. And in that moment, Elias realized that the universe had changed, not because of war or conquest, but because an alien vampire princess had chosen a human heart.